Hello everybody, my name is Rydo and we are starting a new series today for a game called Portal 2. Start off first, I should admit, it is the year 2015 when I am recording this. Portal 2 came out in 2011, 4 years after Portal 1, which came out in 2007. Yep, that math adds up. So, as much as I wish, since if you do the math there, that now in 2015 they've announced Portal 3 or it's about to come out, I wish I could say that. Sadly, no. Will there ever be a Portal 3? Maybe, maybe not. But this game is made by Valve, and Valve has been really bad about making third games and trilogies. So I wouldn't hold my breath, but that really doesn't have anything to do with this game. Some things that the series are going to be affected by it, and that time frame, is that there's no way really for me to play the cooperative part of this game. This was, I'd say about 80% of the single player game, and then they had a cooperative add-on that's 20%, and it adds a lot and it's fun, but unless you've got somebody who's willing to play side by side with you, which would be the right way to play it anyways, then you're probably not going to get anybody on the cooperative. Also, I'm not going to do any community test chambers. That's where people make test chambers and submit them. It's good to see that's up front, because if there was in Portal 1 any custom-made maps by the community, I have not heard of them. I'd like to hear of them if anybody knows of a good mod or custom-made map made by the community. So let me know down in the comments if you know some. And these extras, we're not going to go over those just because it's likely to get flagged on YouTube. Me sitting through any cutscene and not saying anything so you can actually listen to it is not a good idea. Never really a good idea. But I would recommend you check all these out. The Portal 2 comic, I think, explains some stuff. Probably check it out after watching this series or playing the game. And on that subject, probably you should stop right now if you've never played Portal or Portal 2. Go play Portal, then play Portal 2, then come back. This game is going to be very spoily, and I'm not going to hold back. Interesting extra here is this came out, I guess, around the time of the movie Super 8. So they have a video game rendered version of a teaser. So you play a game for a teaser. It's very short, it's only a couple minutes long. But it's interactive to the smallest amount. You can walk around and look at stuff. Very interesting path to try and sell movie tickets. I'm kind of glad that it didn't catch on though. I really wouldn't want to see in the middle of every video game that people wasting time and resources to make movie trailers. Cross promotion. Nah. Anyway, that's enough talking. We're going to go through this game pretty much for the first time in about probably 4 years. So we're going to go through it together. In the first series, I had a point in the recordings where I could at least make very short episodes. In this run of this game, I doubt we will be able to do that. I will try and find good points to stop, but expect to have 30-minute to an hour to maybe 2-hour episodes. Just depends on if I can find a good point to put in a break. But That's enough yapping, let's start the game. I was a little bemused as to which screen to actually start on.
Good morning. You have been in suspension for 50 days. In compliance with state and federal regulations, all testing candidates in the Aperture Science Extended Relaxation Center must be revived periodically for a mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look up at the ceiling. Good. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look down at the floor. Good. This completes the gymnastic portion of your mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise. There is a framed painting on the wall. Please go stand in front of it. This is art. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, stare at the art. You should now feel mentally reinvigorated. If you suspect staring at art has not provided the required intellectual sustenance, reflect briefly on this classical music. Good. Now please return to your bed.
Alright, guess it's time to sleep.
Good morning. You have been in suspension for 9999999. This courtesy call.
Hello? Anyone in there?
Subject should vacate the enrichment
Hello?
center immediately.
Ha! Ah! Oh God, you look good. Looking good, actually. Are you okay? Are you? Don't answer that. I'm absolutely sure you're fine. There's plenty of time for you to recover. Just take it.
Please prepare for emergency evacuation.
Stay calm. Stay calm. Prepare. That's all I'm saying. Prepare. It's all fine. All right. Don't move. I'm gonna get us out of here. Oh, you might want to hang on to something. Word of advice. Up to you. You all right down there? Can you hear me? Hello? Most test subjects do experience some cognitive deterioration after a few months in suspension. Now, you've been under for quite a lot longer, and it's not out of the question that you might have a very minor case of serious brain damage. But don't be alarmed, all right? Although if you do feel alarmed, try to hold on to that feeling, because that is the proper reaction to being told that you've got brain damage. Do you understand what I'm saying at all? Does any of this make any sense? Just tell me, just say yes. Okay, what you're doing there is jumping. You just jumped. But never mind, say apple. Apple. Okay, you know what? That's close enough. Just hold tight.
All reactor core safeguards are now non-functional. Please prepare for reactor core meltdown.
Okay, look, I wasn't going to mention this to you, but I'm in pretty hot water here. How you doing down there? You still holding on? The reserve power ran out, so of course the whole relaxation centre stops waking up the bloody test subjects. Hold on, this is a bit tricky. And of course, nobody tells me anything. No, why should you tell me anything? Why should I be kept informed? You know, about the life functions of the 10,000 bloody test subjects I'm supposed to be in charge of. Why? It's close. Can you see? Am I going to make it through? Have I got enough space? Just gotta get through here. Okay, I just gotta concentrate. And whose fault do you think it's gonna be when the management comes down here and finds 10,000 flipping vegetables? Alright, so no, I hear that one. Okay, listen, we should get our story straight, alright? If anyone asks, and no one's gonna ask, don't worry, but if anyone asks, tell them as far as you know, the last time you checked, everyone looked pretty much alive. Alright? Not dead. Okay, almost there. On the other side of that wall is one of the old testing tracks. There's a piece of equipment in there that we're going to need to get out of here. I think this is a docking station. Get ready. Good news. That is not a docking station. So there's one mystery solved. I'm going to attempt a manual override on this wall. Could get a bit technical. Hold on. Almost there. Remember, you're looking for a gun that makes holes. Not bullet holes. But don't worry, you'll figure it out. Seriously, do hold on this time. Well, there we go. Now, I'll be honest, you are probably in no fit state to run this particular type of cognitive gauntlet. But at least you're a good jumper. So you got that, got the jumping on your side. Just do your best, and I'll meet you up ahead.
Okay.
All right, off you go.
So that's the intro. Sorry for being quiet, but
Go on, just march on through that hole.
there's going to be a lot of talking in the game, and so that's going to...
Yeah, it's all right. Go ahead.
I don't want to talk over the
I know.
game
I
too
have
much.
painted quite a grim picture of your chances, but if you simply stand here, we will both surely die.
So let's start in the game. Good luck!
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Enrichment Center. We are currently experiencing technical difficulties due to circumstances of potentially apocalyptic significance beyond our control. However, thanks to emergency testing protocols, testing can continue. These pre-recorded messages will provide instructional and motivational support so that science can still be done, even in the event of environmental, social, economic, or structural collapse. The portal will open, and emergency testing will begin in 3, 2, 1.
So, if you saw my first series, I could not read what this word was. And it doesn't look like they upped the graphics on this, because I still can't read it. Even though I have a zoom ability now, so I can actually zoom in and look at things. This is the exact room. Well, at least an exact replica of the room we started in at the very beginning of Portal 1. Notice there is something different about our character. Her name is Cell or Chell. According to the lore, it's never really said. She is no longer barefoot, which is great news considering all this broken glass. In the first game, she was barefoot and had just the metal back part of these boots that would stop her from dying if she fell. In this game, she actually has boots and the part that stops her from dying if she falls. Good improvement. I don't know how they explain that in the story very well, but then they don't really explain the timeline very much. Obviously, this room did not have flowers or any kind of decay in Portal 1.
Cube and button-based testing remains an important tool for science, even in a dire emergency. If cube and button-based testing caused this emergency, don't worry. The odds of this happening twice are very slim.
So again, the game is making sure you understand that cubes go on buttons. There's some differences here. This in no way is the same size or shape as the original chutes in the game. Also a different color, that's blue. It was red in the first game. All the facades and walls are crumpled together. So if I pick up the box, will the door even close? Oh yes, it will. I think a door that's broken might open once and then stop
Please
open.
note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through.
All the graphics seem to look a lot better. This field looks a lot better. Certainly should after 4 years. Nope, no way they get the box with me. That's a shame. These elevators, completely different looking. You had originally these elevators that were very wide And this elevator shaft, by the way, looks completely different too. So everything's different, let's see, from this point on. No metal stairs in the original game. Nothing leading to this big elevator chamber. This looks like the same elevator area, but it's been modified to hold just a very small elevator now. Not sure the real reason why they changed the elevators. It's not like it's going to be any easier to render or anything. They probably just...
If you feel liquid running down your neck, relax, lie on your back, and apply immediate pressure to your temples. You are simply experiencing a rare reaction in which the material emancipation grill may have emancipated the ear tubes inside your head.
Right, so I don't know why I didn't remember this, but there still are elevators in the game, and this is where I would end episodes in the first series, so let's just be consistent. I think they just changed elevators to show that time had progressed. You know, that for some reason the facility decided we don't need big elevator tubes, let's make them smaller. Anywho, that's the end of this episode. That's a good place to end it. This one, if we stick to every elevator is the end of an episode, this one episode will actually be a little bit long. At the end of all my series, I ask that you like, share, subscribe to my channel, and watch every second of my videos, because all of that stuff really helps me out. So if you want to friend me on Twitter or Google Plus or Steam or Battle.net, all that information is down in the description, and please do. If you have any questions, put them in the comments field, and I will directly respond in the comments field, and sometimes I will talk about your question in more detail in a later episode of my Hearthstone series. I release 3 series Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. Well, Monday through Friday. Right now, or as of me recording this, the series are Hearthstone, which is a online competitive card game. That is my series where I talk a lot about my channel and what's going on in my life. I am playing another series called FTL, Faster Than Light. That is a sci-fi series where I am flying a ship trying to save the Federation. And my third series is called The Binding of Isaac Rebirth, and that is a mature game. Go check out the first episode. If you like it, then continue on. If you don't, I understand. I have several spotlights posted. I have Portal 1 as the series, should be all the way up by the time you're seeing this. So go watch that if for some reason you've gone all through this episode and still didn't watch my first series. There's a series that's beginning to end done called the Talos Principle. I might make references to the Talos Principle and Portal 2 because that's what I did a lot in Portal 1. Talos Principle is a brand new game, or close to it, that in a lot of ways felt like it was trying to be like Portal and Portal 2. More Portal-ish, I'd say, than Portal 2, but I'll have to make some new comparisons as I refresh myself on this, on Portal 2, and play it again for the first time after so long. So go watch the Talos Principle. It is similar in a lot of ways and different in a lot of ways, and it's an interesting comparison. 2015 is looking like it might be a good year for puzzler games, and so that's why I'm getting these old games that I have played before. I've played this before, obviously. Trying to get them recorded, trying to get them up on my new channel. I am a very brand new YouTuber. I'm trying to get as many supporters as possible watching my series, and so please do help out that way by subscribing to my channel and sharing these videos with your friends. Anyways, that's a very long ending. I'll try and keep them a little bit shorter in the future. And I end all my series by saying have a good evening, even if it's in the morning. Doesn't matter. Have to say something, so thanks for watching. Check out the next episode. Have a good evening.